Inflation is not only impacting renters, the rising costs are especially hard for seniors with a strict monthly budget.
Yeah, we've been covering inflation from all angles here on Today in AZ. Team 12's Jen Wall now live in Chandler. Jen, this can really put a strain on budgets for Valley retirees out there.
Kiki Garza and Christopher Holland know the pinch rising costs and expenses can have on a family.
Our groceries went from what we would allow maybe $400 a month to like sometimes $180 or $200, cut in half.
And they've had to find ways to cut back.
Instead of getting tortillas, now we get like the tortilla mix. Instead of like 3 gallons of milk, we get 1.
And drivers now realizing you don't necessarily need premium gas, even if you have luxury wheels. The difference between regular and Supreme, $4.75 at this gas station versus $5.29. That is a 50-cent gap, or about $10 for a truck like this. Anything and everything is on the table.
There's nothing like being in an arena full of America-loving, patriotic, freedom-fighting Americans.
Over 4 incredible years, we achieved more for the great state of Arizona than any president, and much more than any thought even possible.
We finally have dates on states that are sending out stimulus checks to their residents. Guys, I am super excited to be sharing this video with you that just updated a few hours ago. We have the most up-to-date information and the dates of these states that are sending out stimulus checks. Guys, this video is loaded with information you don't want to miss. Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another show where we know that stimulus checks could be a big help right now in this time that we're living in, and that's why on this channel we're giving away a $250 prize for 2 lucky subscribers. That could definitely help out a lot. We're also doing a $100 Visa gift card giveaway, and we're doing that today, guys. We've got the winner, and you want to stay tuned because it may be you who won that prize. And then again, we'll continue to do that 1 time a month. Guys, this video has so much information you don't want to miss. So we know that Trump and Mike Pence went and tried to host a big rally in Arizona, and what you could say was more of a one-sided event. Trump literally took the thing and he ran with it, and Mike Pence, he didn't really do that very well, just because so many people are ready for Trump to come back and be president. So I'm gonna leave it up to you viewers to let us know in the comments, are you ready for President Donald Trump to come back to the White House, or are you ready for someone new? Let us know down in the comments below. So guys, in order to jump in on that $100 Visa gift card giveaway, all you got to do is smash that like button and comment the word Visa gift card for your chance to win. I know there's millions of people that could use some additional money right now, and that's why we're doing giveaways on this channel. So inflation hasn't really got any easier. Sure, the gas prices have went down a little bit, but what about everything else? So here's a video that really ties into what we're dealing with on a daily basis. Let's take a watch.
Inflation is not only impacting renters, the rising costs are especially hard for seniors with a strict monthly budget.
Yeah, we've been covering inflation from all angles here on Today in AZ. Team 12's Jen Wall now live in Chandler. Jen, this can really put a strain on budgets for Valley retirees out there.
Yeah, it's really hard when your monthly budget has no room for growth, yet literally everything around you continues to get more expensive. So right now, the top 6 costs that are really hitting seniors hard and the rest of us are housing, utilities, medical, gas, entertainment, and Russia's war in Ukraine partially to blame there for the gas prices going up. And so we're just dealing with a lot of problems, including medical as well. So we want to present some solutions for you this morning to help you out as you're continuing to see prices rise around you. Economists blaming many reasons for the spikes, from the bottlenecked supply chains, again to the war in Ukraine and consumer demand. This month, the Labor Department says the consumer price index jumped 8.5 2.5%, the highest year-over-year increase since 1981. There are some ways to chip away at the daunting prices, especially if you're on a fixed budget. Financial planner Don Dalby says to reduce the cost of gas when you typically buy an expensive plane ticket or maybe drive across the country is to travel locally instead. For high rent, utility, and mortgage prices, Dalby encourages retirees to see if it makes sense for them to downsize.
For some people, it makes sense for them to take out a reverse mortgage. It's not viable for every person. It's complicated, and you have to look at the fine print. But sometimes many of us, especially in today's economic world, that we have so much equity built in our home. And is there a way for some of these seniors to tap into that equity so they can continue to live comfortably today?
Kiki Garza and Christopher Holland know the pinch rising costs and expenses can have on a family.
Our groceries went from what we would allow maybe $400 a month to like sometimes $180 or $200, cut in half.
And they've had to find ways to cut back.
Instead of getting tortillas, now we get like the tortilla mix. Instead of like 3 gallons of milk, we get 1.
I looked into the price of some necessities, comparing June 2021 to June 2022. Bureau of Labor Statistics data shows the average price of milk was $3.56 compared to $4.15. Eggs were $1.64, now $2.71, and bread was $1.51. Compared to $1.69. And the sticker shock doesn't seem to be slowing. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics says the Consumer Price Index increased 1.3% in June. Data also show the All Items Index increased 9.1% for the 12 months ending June, the largest 12-month increase since 1981.
The reality is it is a look in the rearview mirror, and we know right now that gas prices are falling, and I actually expect them to continue to fall a little bit, but not a ton. Gas is only one component of the inflation index. So here in Florida, we're still very much impacted, for instance, by the housing component. So will it be better? It may not be as fast.
I spoke to Tom Smythe, a professor of finance at Florida Gulf Coast University, on some solutions to the inflation problem.
There's this massive amount of money sitting in the system that people want to spend. That's what we call demand side inflation. That's the piece that the Fed can impact with rates. That's why I say the Fed needs to come out very aggressively and attack that demand side.
In the meantime, how can you save? Financial advisor Dave Duquette says making sure you have an inflation-adjusted emergency fund is key. Also pay attention to what you like to spend on, your spending habits, and your waste.
Those that are pretty tight with that surplus really need to focus in and look at their cash flow, look at their budget, look at their spending plan, and identify where they can trim the fat.
Small efforts that can add up in bigger ways until costs level out. In Tampa, Mary O'Connell, ABC Action News.
While inflation is hitting many hard right now, a new report shows women are feeling the pinch even worse than men. The World Economic Forum says women have been disproportionately affected by the current cost of living crisis. The forum says data shows that's because more women were forced to leave their jobs during the pandemic. It estimates it will now take 132 years for the world to reach gender equality. Meanwhile, we know many of you may be looking for ways to save money. So right now you can save some money from the state's ongoing tax holiday. Sales tax on several products are being waived through the end of next June. We're talking Energy Star appliances, children's diapers, along with baby and toddler clothing. And with the costs at grocery stores up more than 10% now, you may be thinking of finding ways to cut back at the grocery store as well. But software business Spot On says don't go to restaurants to find relief. In fact, it found menu prices at restaurants are up an average of 6 to 7%. Another place you can save money right now, student loan repayments. Payments on federal supplied loans are paused through the end of next month. Forbes reports the White House may consider extending that pause once more because of rising inflation.
Guys, it's tough out there. I know when having a commute to work, driving 35 minutes to work one way, the gas, it doesn't last as long. And as much as we try to plan out our trip when we go out to the grocery store or we have to go get the daily essentials, we try to do it all in one shot just to save at the pump. I know with my truck, I get 15 miles a gallon, which doesn't really take you really that far. But luckily, my wife's car gets a little over 30. So you could say we use her car quite a bit, especially with prices still being that high. And yet again, trying to save money, I would like to know from you viewers, do you have a good way to save money with this inflation? For those on a fixed income, you know the struggle. It's very difficult at this time to live on a fixed income and yet be paying so much for the daily goods. I'm not talking about vacations. I'm not talking about buying things. I'm just talking about living life. Guys, it shouldn't be that hard, and I'm hoping that the White House, Senate, Congress, they get things in order to send you guys out stimulus checks. So in saying that, right now in Middle Tennessee, COVID has really spiked up, and they're saying that there's this new strand that is super highly contagious. In fact, I've known 5 people just within the last 2 weeks who have gotten COVID. And guys, this thing is spiking back up. So please be safe. Make sure to sanitize your hands and keep social distancing just so everyone can stay safe. Guys, you came for some stimulus news and we've got it. And of course, I don't want to just tell you. I actually want to show you on the screen so you can see it for yourself. So let's dive on the screen. Stimulus check updates. To know for July 2022, we know that there are several rebates, tax rebates, child tax credits that they're trying to give to the American people, but people need money now. So California is, of course, trying to send out their $1,050 for millions of Golden State residents. They understand that the gas is just killing everybody, but they're trying to get this sent out to their residents. They're working on it. It has been approved, but a date hasn't been given just yet. Colorado, many have asked about Colorado, but they can expect to see a payment from $400 to $800 depending on their filing status. In June, the officials announced that the individual filers will get $750 and joint filers will give $1,500. Payments will go out in late August, so that's some great news for those in Colorado. In Georgia, those that are trying to get $250 for single filers, $500 that were supposed to go in May. The amount was based off their filing status, and yet again, people are trying to receive the money, but those who file their taxes before April 18th will receive their payments by early August. So again, guys, I said this before. Many said, well, they've already sent them out. Yeah, but there's still a lot of people who haven't gotten it. So as early as August, you can start looking for those checks. Back to the screen, Hawaii trying to get $300 to their residents, and these payments will begin in late August. I told you guys this video is loaded with information. They're trying to give out $75 for Idaho that will continue throughout the year. Indiana is giving $125 for qualifying taxpayers and $250 for joint, and their payments are supposed to be received by September 1st. Maine, $850 to their individuals going out through this year. Minnesota, $750 for their workers, and they got to get their applications. They're going to start accepting applications through July 22nd. New Jersey, 1 million New Jersey residents to receive a one-time payment of $500. They're trying to get these people paid, and you might see a change in the payment amount, but it may go down to $450. They're still working on it, but it's trying to go out this year. New Mexico, $1,500 in rebates and giving their payments to their residents, and they're trying to get it done by July and August. And that, guys, is the most up-to-date information that just came out today. You know, it's our job on this channel to keep you guys updated, to make sure you know when you will get a check if your state is sending them out. I have done research on Texas, Louisiana, and other states, and nothing yet has come about. No proposals. They haven't worked on anything, but I promise that I will keep doing the research to make sure that you guys get everything you need and give you guys the most up-to-date information. And so now it's time to announce the winner for the $100 Visa gift card giveaway, and the winner is Kurt. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to our winner. Don't forget, guys, we're doing this every single month, and all you got to do is be subscribed, smash that like button, and comment the word Visa gift card for your chance to win. All right, guys, stay tuned for more videos to come, and until next time, I'm John Miro. Peace.